You are watching NetSoft IT Academy. 905-812-2923. info@netsoftacademy.com. www.netsoftacademy.com.
Now in lab number 9, we'll be setting up a iSCSI storage server. So for this, I'm going to power on my Nita ADDS01. Now remember, this will take some time to start up. So this is one of those places because we just took the snapshots, and after the snapshots, we are starting this. So this will take a few minutes. So how to afford it that time. And as you can see, it is taking a little bit of time. So we'll wait for it to start up. And once it starts up, we will start with the iSCSI server roles addition and installation. All right, so we are here. Let me quickly log in. And always make sure that you're logging in as the administrator, the enterprise administrator, to be very precise. You do not want to be logged in as anything other than the enterprise administrator for a multitude of reasons. The biggest reason being lack of permissions. We don't want a lack of permissions to be the reason why your entire installation failed. Okay, so once the server manager opens up, click on add roles and features. Now you can see that it says, oh, we are still waiting for the data collection to finish. So that is all happening in the background. You can see this blue line here. Now, one very interesting fact that does happen quite a lot in Windows servers is that every iteration has a few issues. But as the updates come in, things get better. Remember that. Every iteration has issues, but as the updates come in, things do get better. So Nita area01.nita.local, this is the one. So we are looking for to install iSCSI server role here. So let me quickly take a look at what exactly do we need to add here. So this would be under the file and storage services, and even under this is under file and storage services. Under that, file and iSCSI services. And here we are going to select iSCSI target server. And then we are going to click on next, and install. So you can see that you can close this wizard without interrupting running tasks. So that's a good thing. So I'll just wait for this installation to complete, and once it completes, we'll set up the remaining part of the iSCSI. So as you can see, the installation is complete at this point. I'm going to close this, refresh. Now the next few things need a little bit of patience. So first, I click on tools, and you can see that I don't see the iSCSI component anywhere here. So for this one, I'll have to click on file and storage services here, and then you see the iSCSI here. I select iSCSI, and I need to add targets. So I right click, or I click here, right here, the virtual disk wizard. Next. You can see this is how much I need. And let's quickly take a look at the other steps that are required for this. So we select this one here, iSCSI, and the wizard, yes, right here. Next. Now we need to give this a name. So I'm going to give it the name iSCSI disk 1, disk 1. Let's change this to disk 1 so that it looks clearer. Okay, next. Now virtual disk size, I'm going to give it 2 GB. And I'm not going to change anything. Next. So new iSCSI target. Next. Now for this one, I'll have to put in the name Nita EXCH01, the Exchange server that we have. Next. And I click on add for the access servers, and I click on browse. I type Nita EXCH, And you can see that the ex01 server nita.local is here. Then let's see what else do we need to do. Nothing else here. Yes. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Next. Now this one again requires a few more things, but we don't have to do anything for this. Let's just click on next and create and close. And that creates the SCSI server, iSCSI server or backup storage for us at this moment. After this is done, I click on the tasks option here and select new iSCSI virtual disk. This is all good. Next, this one would be iSCSI disk 2. Next, now this one will again be 2 GB. Next, I'm going to select the existing target here. Next, and click on create. Close. Now, once this is done, I will create a third iSCSI disk. This one again, same settings. Yes. iSCSI iSCSI disk 3. Next. Now, this one, however, would be 500 MB. Instead of GB, it would be 500 MB. Next. Next. And create. Now, once all of these are done, we can see that all of them are here. 1, 2, 3, all three of them are here. And you can see the sizes as well. Now you can also see the target status is not connected. Now that is what we are going to change next. So for that, now for this one, we will have to go to our Exchange server and sign in. Now make sure to always sign in as the enterprise admin user, never sign in as the local admin. Now once you sign in here, we are not focusing on the Exchange part here. Remember, we are not focusing on the Exchange part. We shut down all of these machines earlier for snapshot purposes. I'll click on Tools and I'll select the iSCSI Initiator right here. iSCSI Initiator. So I've opened the tool, so it will open up in the background, and you can see it's not, the service is not running. It's required to be started in iSCSI to start service. Click the button, yes button. Yes, I click yes here, and this comes up here. Now I'm going to have to copy a few things. The target that I want to connect to. So for that, I go back to ADDS01 and you see this initiator ID here. This is what we need. So I click on properties and I copy this value. Okay, and I go to Exchange 01. I enter this value here. Now this is for making sure that we can do a quick connect. Alternatively, you can also connect to ADDS01 dash this thing as you need it. So let's say I add this here and I click on connect. Oh, just give me a second. So yes, we are looking in the wrong spot. We need to go to discovery and click on discover portal. And this is where you can just enter the IP address of your other opposite server that you want to connect to. So in this case, it is 172.16.10.10. I click on OK. And once this is done and I go to targets and I refresh this list, it should start acquiring everything from there. It should start acquiring things from there. So this one is what I added. If I did remove this here, or if I do something, if I do a little bit more refreshes, it will eventually show me what I want. So I select this, I click on connect, and under this I say OK. You can see that it's now connected here. So once we are done with this, let's click on OK. Now we go back to our server manager here, click on tools and select computer management. Now under computer management, we are going to be looking at disk management. So you can see right away under disk management, we do have a few other disks that are connected, the 2 GB disks that are connected here. As you can see. So this is unallocated, this is nothing here. So you can right click, or you can just click on this and you can see that it's offline, it's all offline. So for the next step, you just right click and select online here. So it will initialize. Now this is only for disk 1. Now under disk 1, we now again right click and again right click on the disk and click on initialize disk. We select the options here, master boot record or GUID partition table. These are the two things that we have here. So we click on OK. We don't change anything. Now you can see that it's online and it is part listing. Then we just click on the unallocated space right here and click on new simple volume. Click on next. Now we could extend it if we wanted to, but we are not extending it right here. We're going to move forward and we are going to assign a new drive letter to this. So for this one, we are going to make it, a database partition basically. So I'm not going to change the letter here. I'll click on next. The label here will be DB0, DB1. That will be my label. And I'll ensure that a quick format is being performed here. I click on next and I click on finish. And I can see that it is set to DB1. Now, after doing this, I'll repeat the same steps again on disk 2 and disk 3, making it DB2 and logs respectively. So let me quickly show you the steps again. So I right click on disk 2 first and make it online. Now once it is online, I right click and I say initialize disk. I can select OK. And you can see it's online. Now I right click on the unallocated space and I click new simple volume. Next. Next. I'm not changing the drive letter here. Next. This time I'm going to change the volume label to DB2. Next. And finish. So once that is done, you can see this here. Now, same way, I'm going to repeat the process again for disk 3. Right click disk 3, online. Right click disk 3, initialize disk. Click on OK. Right click the unallocated space, new simple volume. Next. 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 Volume label. Logs. Next. And finish. So this indicates that I have around 4 drives that should be visible in my File Explorer now. So if I go to my File Explorer, go to this PC, I can see 4 drives in total. The C drive, E drive, F drive, and G drive. The D drive is automatically taken up by the Exchange Server ISO that we have set up here. But if I disconnect that, then it would be all of these here. And that is the end of the lab here. Thank you.
Thank you for watching NetSoft IT Academy. 905-812-2923. info@netsoftakademy.com. www.netsoftakademy.com.